Hey, welcome to Make Better Drinks. I'm David, and today we're talking about how to choose the right cocktail for someone who doesn't know what they want to drink. And, if you're a home bartender, you're having parties, you're having people over, and, sometimes someone will order a drink from you, but they don't know exactly what they want because they just don't know that much about cocktails. And so, but it's hard to make the right kind of drink for someone if you don't know very much about their palate, what they like, and what they don't like. So today we're going to show you what kind of questions you can ask someone to help you make the kind of drink that they're really going to enjoy. So let's make some drinks. So all we need now is for someone to order a drink. Who is it?
Hello? Dave? Is anybody home? All right. Good. EpiPen, yeah. That's nice. Let's start a YouTube channel, he said. Get rich, he said. Well, I guess I'll get rich one way or another. I'm gonna steal everything. Gee! Hey, how's it going? You might want to lock your door. Somebody might walk in and steal some stuff if you're not careful.
So we got a guest, and let's just ask them what they're in the mood for. So, what would you like?
Surprise me.
So that's a super common response. People will often say things like, dealer's choice, surprise me, make me a cocktail that you like. But, what I like is not important here. What's important here is what your guest wants. And so what I like to do in this situation is start to ask some more questions to really dig deeper into what they want to drink. So I would say something like this. So would you like something a little bit more on the refreshing side or maybe a bit more on the boozy side?
Refreshing. Very refreshing.
So that cuts my options now roughly in half because generally speaking, refreshing cocktails are shaken and boozy cocktails are stirred. It's not always true, but it's generally true and it's a pretty good rule of thumb to follow. So that's kind of what I'm thinking now. I want to make a shaken cocktail, but I still have a couple more questions I'd like to ask in order to really narrow things down. So my next question might sound something like this. Do you have a preferred spirit?
I like gin.
So the reason I asked about choice of spirit is because some people have a real preference for one kind of spirit and other people really hate some other spirit. So it's just useful information to have, and I know in this case that Dave would like a gin drink, and that really helps me narrow down exactly what I want to make. And at this point, I could kind of stop and just make a drink, but I actually have one more question that'll help me narrow things down just a little bit further, and I would ask it a little bit something like this. So would you prefer something kind of tall and fizzy, or maybe you want something up in a coupe?
Up in a coupe, please.
Okay, so that really gives me all the information I need. I know Dave wants a refreshing gin drink served up in a coupe, and that makes me think of a Southside. Now, a Southside is a cocktail that has gin along with simple syrup and lime, but also includes fresh mint, and mint is just super refreshing, and I think it's just gonna make the perfect drink for what he's in the mood for. So let's go ahead and make it. Okay, let's go ahead and make a Southside. Now this is a pretty simple cocktail. It's just 2 ounces of gin, 1 ounce of fresh lime juice, and 3/4 of an ounce of simple syrup, but it also uses fresh mint, which is just really nice and refreshing. So I'm gonna start by grabbing maybe 6 or 8 mint leaves and dropping these into the bottom of my mixing tin. All right, next I'm gonna muddle this mint, but first I'll add 3/4 of an ounce of simple syrup. So when you muddle your mint, you wanna be pretty gentle with it, just kind of pressing down and trying not to shred the mint while you muddle. That's just gonna release some of those nice flavors and aromas into the drink. So next I'll add my remaining ingredients, so that's gonna be 1 ounce of lime juice. I'm just going to cut my limes over here on the cutting board and squeeze them out using this citrus press. All right, so 1 ounce of lime juice. And then finally, I'm just going to add 2 ounces of gin to this drink. So that's all my ingredients added. Now I just have to put in my ice. I'm just going to seal this mixing tin. So I'm ready to shake. I'm just going to shake for about 12 seconds. So this drink is ready to strain out, but first I'm going to grab a chilled coupe out of my freezer. It's always a good idea to chill your glassware before you pour your cocktail, just so it stays nice and cold. And then I'm going to use my both my Hawthorne strainer and a fine tea strainer just to make sure that I don't get a bunch of ice chips or mint in the shredded mint in the cocktail when I pour it into the glass. And finally, I'm just going to garnish this drink with a fresh mint leaf. And I like to give it a little bit of a slap just to release some of those oils before putting it on top of the cocktail. And there we have it, Southside.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good.
Oh, it's a real nice house you got here. Oh, so what do you got for me?
So I decided to make you a Southside.
Oh, why'd you pick that?
Well, so you wanted a drink that was refreshing and gin-based and served up in a coupe. And I happen to have some mint laying around, so I thought, why not make a nice gin, lime, mint-based drink that would be really nice and refreshing.
Yeah, no, well, I do like all of those things, so
Let's give it a taste.
Let's launch it. Oh yeah, that's really good. It has a nice amount of, the lime is very prominent in it, but the mint is present, but it's not overwhelming. It's not like, oh, it's a mint drink. It's a very nice, sweet, a little bit of sour, but like not overwhelming. Very refreshing is a good word for it, actually.
Yeah, I'm glad you think so. I mean, this is definitely a drink that I like a lot. It's a lot like a daiquiri. It uses the same profile. You've got 2 ounces of spirit, 1 ounce of lime juice, 3/4 of an ounce of simple syrup. It's gin instead of rum, but what really separates this drink is the mint. I think muddling the mint and then putting a little mint leaf on top so you get those nice aromas when you drink it in, just really raises it up a level and makes it a super nice, refreshing, summery kind of cocktail.
Yeah, it's very subtle, but it blends really well with the lime. It's like the lime and the mint merge together to make like one contiguous whole. It's really good.
Well, hey, glad you liked it.
Yep, no, it's great. Thanks for having me over. You know, I'm really glad that we decided to do this YouTube channel thing. And, oh, hey, I think that someone's stealing your car.
Wait, what?
And people just steal anything these days.
So hopefully that gives you some ideas for questions that you can ask that'll help you figure out what kind of drink someone would like to have. And we're gonna do some other episodes like this and ask some different questions and go down some different pathways so that you can make better drinks. So thanks for watching, and let us know in the comments how you would have answered these questions. We can do another video based on your answers. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and Where's my stuff?